The Federal Trade Commission reported that identity theft of several forms is accomplished in different ways. It affects as many as 9 million Americans annually. The identity theft definition given by Columbia Encyclopedia defines identity theft as the use of one person's personal information by another to commit fraud or other crimes. It usually occurs when someone obtains another person's social security number, driver's license number, date of birth, and then uses that information to open a fraudulent bank, credit card, cellular telephone, or other accounts, or to obtain false loans. The occurrence of identity theft increased significantly in the 1990s as the computerization of records became available, and it has become much easier to use another's information anonymously on the internet. Knowing the identity theft definition is very important, because whatever the method used, the results are always similar for the victims. It can tarnish a person's good name, and victims need to spend time, money, and effort to restore it. It is a good thing there are provisions in the law to help them reclaim their identities, as well as to prevent such thing from happening. You need to understand, though, that identity thieves can be burglars or pickpockets, unethical store personnel, or even family members who have access to your personal information and to malicious intent to steal your identity for their own purposes. You need to define identity theft before it happens to you, and understanding the identity theft definition of it is the first step. In case of burglary or pickpockets, thieves look for credit or bank statements, social security number, or other documents that contain your personal information. They can also do dumpster diving to get the personal information of people who describe their mails without tearing them. Store clerks can secretly use a device to record the information when customers make a purchase. Pre-texting or pretending to be someone is another way to access information by planning to be researchers, government officials, or even police officers. Once the incident has been identified, you need to contact all your credit card companies, banks, and other financial institutions to report it. You can file a fraud alert on all your major credit cards and report the crime to the FTC. The damages will be easier to repair if it is on its early stages, but when you incur a large amount of debt due to numerous transactions, it will take years to undo the damage completely. You can request for a new social security number in extreme cases, but rest assured that you are not liable for any debts incurred in the course of identity theft, provided you phoned up correctly. Taking the necessary precautions once you define identity theft can prevent this from happening. You need to shred or cut up all your financial documents like credit cards before disposing them. You can also consider obtaining a logbooks or safety deposit box to store your personal documents to safeguard them. Be wary of giving up personal information over the phone, in person, or on the internet unless you are sure that your information will be used for legitimate purposes. Do not click links containing email messages from senders you do not know or respond to messages that ask for your password, personal, or credit card information. Identity theft is very much rampant these days. Learn the definition of identity theft to avoid being a statistic.